This week we're moving a 2018 Tartan 39 from Pensacola, Florida to Galveston, Texas. This exact boat is a boat that was featured in Cruising World magazine. That's the boat on the cover. This is hull number 1 of the Tartan 39 builds. This boat is absolutely gorgeous and just in perfect condition. Every upgrade available is on this boat, and it shows. It is just beautiful. Hey, my name's Mike, and along with my wife Loretta and our cat Mink, we live on this boat, sailing vessel Luxor. I've got over 4,000 miles on Luxor this year. As a licensed captain, I also transport boats for their owners. This gives me an opportunity to transport some pretty cool boats in some very unique places. So I'll make you a deal. If you're willing to subscribe and give my channel a chance, I promise not to bore you with video of me making coffee or eating dinner. Let's save that for the pretty people. So if you're looking for a channel about sailing cool boats in different locations, this may be the channel for you. But you'll never know unless you take that plunge to subscribe, and I would really appreciate it, my friend. Thanks for giving another small channel a chance to survive. It's appreciated. Now let's do something cool together. Let's do this. This boat features a carbon fiber mast, which is half the weight of an aluminum mast, a self-tacking jib, a boom furler, and the draft is only 5 feet, where most boats this size have a 7-foot draft. Nice boom furler. This is usually an easy 500-mile route in the Gulf of Mexico, deep water, usually no problems. You just need to look out for the oil derricks along the way, especially the closed ones, which have very little lighting. Luckily, this Tartan has the new Quantum 2 Raymarine radar, which really comes in handy. This is usually a 4-day trip in the Gulf of Mexico where you can run through the night. So the twist to this move, and what makes it unusual, is the weather. There's a tropical storm heading directly for Pensacola. The sea buoys in the Gulf, which monitor sea conditions, are reporting 12-foot seas and 40-knot winds, and that's forecasted to increase as the storm continues through the Gulf of Mexico, heading north. Since we can't outrun this storm, our best bet is to hunker down at the marina until the storm passes, then reassess the sea conditions and decide whether to go out into the Gulf or take the intercoastal. But before we do anything, we need to go through the entire boat and make sure it is safe and seaworthy for transport. Generator's throwing a belt. We're trying to figure out what's up with that before we get ready to go. We're stuck here for some weather right now, so we might as well just try to take care of some stuff while we can. So first I'm going to unload all this crap, and the generator is right in there. So I'll unload this stuff, and I'll take the cover off that generator, and we'll see what we can find. Right there, just going to get a Phillips head, get that cover off. We'll find out why this thing is throwing a fan belt, and we'll try to get it fixed. Looks like you got a little leakage coming from this hose here. I don't like the look of that hose at all. It should be a double clamp on there too. It should really be 2 clamps, and that hose should be longer. I'm not crazy about that. Maybe we'll do that depending on how much time we have. Look at that. That's really short. We'll see. Depends on the weather. If we got time to kill, we might as well screw around and make this thing as best we can. I'm sure the owner would appreciate it. So we are as ready as we can be.
You look right here. Here's Luke offshore. Let me see if I can figure out how far that. Oh no, I can't do it on here. There's Luke offshore right down here, which is to the southwest of us. Okay, so if I click on Luke offshore,
That's a buoy offshore, right?
that's a weather buoy offshore. The seas are 12.14 feet, so that's the wave height.
So they're 12 footers.
An energy level of 76.54. which I could have a better understanding, but I do know that the higher the number,
Yeah.
the more energy that's
It
being
sounds
produced there.
it sounds bad.
Right.
We're heeled over and we're at the dock. Whew. Now we got some thunder and lightning. Everybody's bouncing around. We're looking good. We're just worried about other boats that may not be tied up as good as us. We tied up a couple of other boats better, but this poor guy's got a concrete wall right on the other side of him. If he ever stretches out, that's going to be ugly.
Well, the storm has passed and we're okay, but not by much. Look at this thing. Jeez, I don't know how we held on that. So I'm gonna walk down here and try to get me some more coffee cream before we get going. I saw some guy walking this way before. He had some Funyuns and some Gatorade that he had just bought at a store. So I'm hoping that store has some coffee creamer. Worst case, I'm coming back with some Funyuns and Gatorade, I guess. We'll see. The water came all the way up over this bank during the storm. It was pretty rough out there. It was pretty nasty. Well, we'll get it done. Today's getaway day. We are leaving Pensacola, heading to Houston. We're gonna go up the ICW because there's still 10 footers out there and some scattered storms. So we're gonna go up the intercoastal for, I don't know, 75 miles for today and reevaluate. See if we could jump out there and then get to Houston. We'll see. The only nice thing about being in the ocean is you can go overnight. So you're gonna get twice the mileage every day rather than just sailing up from sunup to sundown. Because you really don't want to go down the intercoastal at night because some of their markers are hard to see. You don't want to hit something. So we'll plot our course using Navionics. We'll check our depths and our currents and the tides. And we'll get a move on. Today, we've beaten right into it all day. We're not sailing today.
we're moving.
Here's a good example of why you don't buy hole number 1. So here's the door latch to the main cabin over here. Here's a latch for it, right? But the door doesn't get there, right? So when they designed it, they just figured that would work, but it don't. And then they fashioned this little thing here hold the door open like that. And the only problem with that is when you're heeled over real good, this handle falls off because the door's pulling against it. So they didn't really think that all the way through. This guy showed up on AIS as 600 feet long, and he looks every bit of it. Got us a little rainbow right there. And a nasty thunderstorm right there. We're gonna try to pass that on the south side. I can see the thunder and lightning out of it already. Kind of heading this way though. Shit. Here it shows it on the radar. Here's the radar showing it. And it looks like it's heading, well, it looks like it might be heading away. That's, well, see, then it's back again. So, hard to say exactly which way this thing's going. Got a feeling we're gonna get wet though. One thing's for sure, we will find out. In the meantime, here's a rainbow. We are at the marina in Pass Christian, Mississippi. Never heard of it. Here we are. We hit a squall with 40-knot winds and rain pounding down. So we jumped back in to get out of it. And now it looks like another storm's coming. It has just been the move from hell here lately. But I mean, the boat's in great shape, crew's in great shape. But the weather just has not cooperated. we'll get it done. But we're definitely taking the scenic route. Thanks for watching Sailing Vessel Luxor. Please subscribe and click the bell so you'll be made aware when a new episode comes out. We'll see you out on the water.